adjust, more is not.
I'm just watching it. Protein blue yet?
Yeah, I have it. Yeah, I'm gonna save room for dinner though. That's alright, yeah, if you want. Actually, you can do the next one.
Who's on next?
Brothers.
Oh.
You only get a 2-minute warm-up though.
I'm not watching the match after.
I know, you're not listening. Okay.
Hi everyone, welcome to the 2020 Aqua Heat Henderson Open. We've got the semi-final matches tonight in the men's and the women's. Up now we've got Abbie Palmer, New Zealand runner-up at the New Zealand Nationals last weekend, and Maia Smales from Henderson, runner-up at the New Zealand Nationals in the under-15 girls at the beginning of October. So, yeah, a lot of experience on the court with Abbie. She's played here many times and she always supports the Henderson Open. Played Rochelle Hobbs' PSA tournament earlier in the year. And I think she lost there in the semi-finals. But yeah, it's good to see Maia here playing tonight against Abbie. Pretty warm conditions outside. Sort of started off in a bit of a cold and rainy day this morning, but really nice conditions now. Last night our walls were a little bit wet, whereas tonight really good conditions to play. Well, Abbie getting out to a pretty quick lead in this game. Oh, it's a great shot from Maia. Maia will have a lot of support here tonight. All their big family orientator club here. Her grandpa is Upper Whatulofa is the president. Her mum's the vice president. And yeah, lots of family here at this club. Maia supporting Maia tonight. Maia played in the New Zealand Nationals last weekend. As well, she had 5 sort of really hard competitive games at North Shore. So definitely going into this match with a little bit of match play. But Abbie's just too strong at the moment. 9-3 up in this game. That's a good serve by Abbie. Hitting the neck there.
Shot.
It's a nice shot from Abbie.
Experience. Right into the second game here. Abbie leads 1-0 to love.
So Maia had a little bit of coaching support after that first game from Brian Lloyd. He's one of our coaches here at the Henderson Squash Club. He does some fitness training with the girls on a Wednesday night. And coaches a few juniors here at the club as well. That's a better rally from Maia. Oh, it's a nice boast. It's another good rally. Nice finishing boast by Abbie. Oh, nice shot. Anything around the middle of the court. I've watched Abbie play quite a lot in the past couple of weeks at Nationals. Anything around the middle of the court, she's really dangerous. Maia's had a couple of good returner serves. Kill shots on the volley, which has sort of won her a few points. That's a good get from Maia. Oh, nice return shot from Maia to get another point back. Shot. It's a great shot. Abbie leads 2-0.
told her she's going to come and dinner as well. Yeah, not for the food, but just to be social. So yeah, she's going to do it. She got an award last week. It's pretty intense. He's got relaxed like that. You know, he's pretty cool.
Abbie leads 2-0. If you've just joined us in this match, Maia Smales is one of our up-and-coming juniors from Henderson Squash Club. Abbie's also played here a lot over the years as well. She's lives not far away. So is a regular here, playing sometimes in our Temwa Friday night league, which is always nice to have her playing here. Maia's been playing well. It's always hard playing Abbie. It's really quite hard to read her, and she's got a really good short game, but Maia's sort of been retrieving really well, running well, and just really getting stuck in. It's a nice shot from Abbie on the volley. Shot. Oh, nice shot from Maia. A nice finishing shot from Abbie. Couple of good rallies here in the third of the. Maia can sort of try and keep the rallies going as long as she can. Sort of enjoy the experience on court with Abbie. Manages to sneak another point there. But yeah, really impressed with Maia's retrieving in this game. Oh. Nice shot from Abbie. Abbie's got match point here tonight. It's game match to Abbie. Abbie won that 3-love.
Who's coaching who? Do they need it? No, they don't. Same as last time? You Louis or? Sorry? Oh, you can do this one. Multitask, right? Oh, you'd be surprised. They should pick up a lot from content, I reckon. Bobby.
Hello and welcome to the Henderson Satellite, day 2 or 3. Day 3. My name is Joel Arscott. I am joined by Lance Beddoes, local player. This is the semi-final, first game between the brothers, Temwa and Lwamba. Recent finishes of 2 and 3rd respectively at the Senior Nationals last week. Anything to say about these two, Lance?
Cheers, Joel. Good to be here. Yeah, I think both the lads had very good years. Lwamba obviously finishing second at Nationals, but also Tem's not far behind at third. I've seen these two play a couple times this year. Louis with convincing wins. In saying that, I think this will be the freshest that I've seen Temwa against Louis. Only one match so far in this one for him, and it was a good 3-love win, so I think it could be interesting today.
So we're already seeing Temwa loosening up his arm with that forehand nick earlier, and Louis as well with his textbook reaction volley.
Textbook Louis. Rocking some new earrings today. Probably tough to see on the live stream, but he's going for the double piercing on the earlobes. Maybe dropping some coin after his good win. The old national finals. Big money in New Zealand to come second.
Big things,
sure.
if you will. Lost the ball, but it's back now.
What's your prediction here then, Joel?
Yeah.
I know you live with them both.
Yeah, I'll try to be as neutral as possible.
No, don't.
Not to stir.
I want to hear an honest opinion here.
To the spot. I'm going to go with the safe bet, which is Lwamba 3-1.
3-1.
These guys must have had about 55 3-1 matches in their time. But I don't know. I'm just going to go off their mood today. And Temwa's mood today, he's been a little bit quiet, a little bit...
nervous, if you will.
Maybe nervous, I don't know. Maybe he's just fancying it, you know. And Louis is just his usual self. And for anyone that's played Louis, his usual self is extremely annoying. He gets in your way, volleys just about everything. So, yeah.
I think especially lately, isn't it? He's playing more and more aggressive and really pushing up further on the court.
Yep.
And just kind of when he's as fit as he is, it makes it tough to play against.
Yeah, it's just got that reach on him. Great natural reach. Very, very annoying to play, but a good trait to have. Tidied up his game a lot at the front of the court recently. Been to the UK twice now, or maybe once. Either way, he came back just before the COVID lockdown, the second COVID lockdown that is, and worked a lot with a man called Josh Taylor in England, who's got that forehand swing a lot more open, so really improving that part of his game, just able to put the ball away, as opposed to his early days as a grinder, if you will, for lack of better terms.
Just a better grinder, I think.
Yeah, well said.
I think he'd be fairly happy to be back in New Zealand now, though, with England about to go back into a month lockdown.
Yeah, I saw that.
In saying that, I'm sure he'll be looking forward to some international competition when it opens up.
Yeah, I think he's surprised himself in his own words since coming back, you know, saying he can still improve being here.
Yeah.
It does help having a handful of us, you know, chomping at the bit, trying to...
Half-decent trainers.
Yeah, half-decent trainers. So it's good, still some good competition. Louis out to a early lead already, 5-2. Just I say that, smacking it in the tin.
I'm calling a 5-setter here today. Jolio. 3-2.
Just about to
That's
ask your
my
prediction.
guess. 3-2.
3-2 in favour of.
Oh. I do want to take the underdog, Temwa. However, that is a huge call. But I'll do it anyway. 3-2 Temwa.
The bandana's just not doing it for you, the bandana and the earrings.
It's not even that. I think just after Nationals, biggest tournament of the year, we'll get out of the way, son. I think after such a big tournament, I think obviously Temwa did very well coming third, but Lwamba had a good chance to win the national title. You'd be on a slight down after that event. Plus, Temwa has just smacked him in the mouth, so that might help him out as well.
This is true.
Get out of the way, son.
Well, I'm disagreeing. I think those earrings are going to take him to victory today.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I would definitely, as a squash purist, I would like to see the underdog do well. He's clawed a couple points back already. Oh,
That is a very tough call.
That is an interesting one. I don't even think he...
No video reviews here today, folks.
I'm surprised he just stuck his hand up
I
and
don't
hoped
think
for
he
the
was
best
going to
day.
ask,
Yeah,
and
no.
then he said, why not? And it paid off.
Bit heavy on that drop shot. Good lift though.
Stroke there, John?
So getting one back, I guess, after the niggly let call. So we'll take that stroke with no complaints, I think. Must admit, Tim was looking pretty sharp in this point. Got Louis all over the court, but this is where Louis shines very often. Just so hard to get a point off him.
Long rallies certainly help Lwamba, but in saying that, if Temwa dominates them,
Yep.
he'll be going alright.
Oh, great shot.
Sold him. Absolutely sold him now.
Just see the...
Great taxi.
Now this is the interesting part because they have a big rally. The lungs are open, but who's going to back it up?
Temwa with a cheeky smile at the back. He'll be watching that one back on the replay, I think.
So he has levelled it back though. 5-2 down, back to 6-all. Interesting shot choice from Louis. And there you go. That's the contrast. He's going short straight away after last point.
Potentially still thinking about that time that he
Yeah.
taxied his brother.
Yeah. Catching Thames off guard. Oh, just in that.
I think if Temwa can keep it out of the tin as the match goes on, he'll be in with the shot.
Goes without saying, doesn't it?
But may as well say it, innit?
Yeah.
As well.
Big points now. 7-6 is often when the slightly better player seems to edge it. So that being a stroke awarded.
Potentially could have played it, but
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of room.
we'll be happy to get the stroke.
It's the argument nowadays, how much of the front wall can you hit?
Exactly.
About, I'm going to say 83% of it on that one. Doesn't matter anyway because Louis hit the tin.
Doesn't usually go.
No, he's not
go
one to
through
go for a
right
nick
there, but
off the serve, is he?
like I said, after such a big tournament last week, I think he won't quite be as sharp as he was.
A couple of uncharacteristic errors, but
That one would have helped.
the argument is that this week the tin's 19 inch
True.
instead of 17 last week at the National. Although we do have a brand new tin, I believe, for this tournament, or a new title on the tin.
Staff recruitment.
If you can't see that, then you must be blind. Huge bold letters on the front. It's good. Good for the sport. Having fresh sponsors in the game. Yeah, another uncharacteristic error there from Louis, especially on the back foot. His body weight going backwards now. And a bit of a gift now at 8-all, giving Temwa the edge 9-8.
Massive gift. I feel like usually at that time he'll be trying to lengthen the rally and
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
wait for a mistake from his opponent, whether he's just trying to be more aggressive with his game or slightly not quite the same focus as he usually has.
You know, we see this quite often though, you know, for anyone listening or watching, anyone who's had a sibling that they play sport with, strange things happen when you play each other. So I'm not sure that'll affect him too much, but it's just something to think about. I know whenever I played my brother, there were some unpleasantries involved.
Who won?
Me always. Thanks for coming, Isaac.
To be fair, I never lost to either of my sisters.
Yeah, well, you'd hope not. Oh, and a lucky nick there.
First game with Temwa, 11-8.
We see a little bit of a showing of his frustration there from Lwamba, but nonetheless, one game to love to Temwa. Be back shortly for the second game. And we are back for the second game now of this semi-final at the cover staff recruitment Henderson Satellite. If you're just joining us, my name is Joel. My co-commentator is Lawrence Beddoes. And Tim was off to had a good start in that first. Actually, slow start at the start of the first set, 5-2 down, but managing to squeeze that last set out 11-8, forcing a couple errors from Lwamba. So these two, obviously brothers, very used to playing each other, but I've just seen a couple of taxis and a couple of uncharacteristic things in that first set. What was your take on it?
Pretty much exactly that. A couple of gifts for Temwa late on in the set. In saying that, Temwa was attacking very nicely, going in short well. Quite a change at the moment though. Lwamba in front of the court, dominating to a 3-love start.
Yeah, we saw this in the first set. It'll just be interesting if he can keep that momentum going this whole time. But this is what Louis like. He always comes out, loves to play fast. But this is what he needs to do. This is a good response. You know, nice and professional, and just put that pressure back on Temwa.
I think especially lately, Louis on the volley has been very dominating. The last couple of tournaments I've seen him play, just further up the court than usual, and really looking to cut off the ball. So I think if he can continue doing that, it's going to be tough.
So if you were in Lwamba's corner after that first set, what would you have said to him?
Just a bit more depth. Just extend the rallies out, especially at the start of this second set. Try to get into the old lungs of Temwa, because even though he got the lead at the start of the last set, the rallies weren't that long.
Yeah.
But he's starting pretty nicely at the moment. A couple of errors from Temwa, but I think it's because
the pressure,
Lwamba,
possibly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, that's not like Louis. Oh, then the taxi to follow it up.
We're even on the old taxis.
What is going on with these two today? So 1-1 on the taxis, possibly 1-1 soon in games. 7-love now for Lwamba, or Lwambe, however you see fit.
Chileshe.
Chwamba, Chewy, Bimba.
He's got a few nicknames, isn't
Got a couple of nicknames for these boys. Got the Chocolate Panda in the white from Temwa. Another error coming from the Chocolate Panda's racket. And then the Bimba Warrior is what we call Louis. But 8-love now, so a great response. And Temwa looking like he's feeling the
10 love,
pressure.
is he gonna do it,
Oh,
or is he gonna give him a point?
Brotherly love tells me no.
Really?
But I think
I'd be doing it.
Temwa not hitting at least one nick a game, that's not going to happen.
There you go.
And there you go, there's his point.
He's back in.
So what would you rather, Temwa's forehand or Lwamba's backhand, if you had a choice? Which
Preferably
one?
stick with both of my swings. But if I had to take one of them,
It's fair.
I'd probably go Tem's forehand.
Yeah.
It's a bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
Lwamba's got a decent backhand, but it's more solid than anything special.
Yeah.
No offense, Louis.
Yeah. I just find if you were to combine the two of them,
Yeah.
you know, that's like your optimal athlete, isn't it? It's funny how they're brothers, you know, different builds. One of them's kind of like
If I
slow
had to take
twitch.
one of their calves, I know
Yeah.
who I'd be picking there.
If I was want to take either of their mobilities, I'd have neither, because they're both terribly immobile. But
Yeah, I feel them there. Unfortunately.
Tim were always struggling with shin problems. Actually,
Is it?
got a little bit better. Got him
Bottom of
really focused on those shins pre-nationals, and it's paid off for him, which is good to see. Louis doesn't really. I don't think he has many niggles that he struggles with.
Yeah.
Not that I.
He moves fairly light, so
Yeah.
certainly helps.
So we're 9-3 now. Definitely, your 5-set prediction is looking slightly likely right now. Early doors, but
Early doors. I think Temwa's going to have to make a few changes if he's to get himself back into contention for this match.
we see him kind of taking a second push in this set already. But it's you can't afford to give your opponent an 8-love start, can you? You know, it's good now, but
Not
it needs
against
to
your
be
brother, you
earlier.
can't.
Definitely not. You know. And just a let there on that one, even though Louis completely
Yeah, I
missing the
think,
ball.
Yeah. I was thinking that. Still no video review here today, unfortunately.
No. We are unfortunately starved of that here at the Henderson
Always
Club.
next year.
Maybe got to tap
Great club though. Very
tap
nice
old
club.
cover staff for the TMO next time maybe. Great shot though. Good tidy up from Temwa. That's better. That's what we saw in the first game, wasn't it? Just Temwa picking off Louis.
He was going in short nicely in the first set. Potentially slightly wild in this set, but again, I think it's from Lwamba's pressure.
So Temwa's, Louis now with still 6 game balls and another error. Not usually one to choke, Louis. He's usually in the opposite. I find.
I think at 10-3, or 10-5 now, he'd be surprised if he doesn't close this set out.
Yeah. Definitely a little bit more open play this set.
Oh, shot.
He's got it. Get that. On his
He
bike.
does love a good jog.
It's a good counter drop.
Great rally here.
It's on the
Certainly
back
rally of
foot
the match
here.
so far.
Someone's got to be clinical here, and
Hey.
yeah, he's forced it. So I think Louis will be glad that's over. Very timely for a 2-minute break. Game score 1-1 now. We'll be back in just a moment.
How many press-ups is that, bro? It's a decent number, that is.
It's times 2, whatever it is.
It's a failure and failure again.
I have just been informed that Aqua Heat is our sponsor. So excuse me. I'll be doing a number of press-ups in punishment for that one. Although the 10 does look nice.
The tin does look good.
But Aqua Heat is our sponsor.
Thank you, Aqua Heat.
Thank you, Aqua Heat. Anyway, we are back for this, the third set now. 1-1 between the brothers. Pretty even contest right now, but more of a momentum shifting match.
It's going to be interesting to see how Temwa responds here.
Yep.
We'll be lucky for it. We got it. See him throwing a little lob there, and I think he's going to need more and more of that. Really change up the pace, rather than just having kind of one quick pace.
Which, yeah, I think favours Louis for sure. But that's part of his game that he's working on, Louis, is that variation. You see it there with a great lob.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, he's always been very good at holding one pace for a good period of time. Being a runner in his younger days, cross-country runner, Lwamba, so loves a grind. But there you go, him trying to force some height into it again, but making the error.
When you see those top players these days, they kind of have a bit of everything, don't they?
Yeah.
And I know that's certainly what he's aspiring to be. So I guess just trying to make himself into the complete player.
Yeah, very evident. Again, looking at that great shot, cutting off that reaction volley, that is a textbook kind of top player shot. The width isn't good enough, it's put away. Straight off the racket. And that's really something that Louis developed well recently. Again, you see him trying to cut off that volley. Let is the call. Heather Finley is our referee today.
I'm with you, brother.
Our local national ref. Volunteering, might I add. Doing us all a huge favour. Giving up her time to come and take stick from the lads.
I'm sure you've never given her any stick
No.
before, Jolio.
Me and Heather are
Very tight,
very
if
tight.
you will.
So we saw a reverse boast into the tin. Possibly a signal of fatigue, mental pressure.
I think so. I really would like to see Temwa be able to push on from here. Especially because I said he was going to win 3-2. Mainly just that, to be honest. But I think it's good for Lwamba as well if all the boys really continue to push him, because that's going to make him better, and that's just going to make everyone better. Rather than kind of one person being a bit more dominant over the rest.
Yeah, I think it's not massively possible at the moment. I know Louis had some good results, but
yeah, definitely.
It's not like the rest of us aren't training. So he feels that threat, and that's what keeps him going.
Yeah.
Especially from
And it's paying
his
off
brother.
at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's paying
for
off.
sure. It's off to a 4-1 start. Now 2-4 though, and finding the nice join there. Not feeling the need to apologise, because I think that just being a good width, which we're seeing a lot more often now at the top level. I just think some of the width hitting is so good that it hits that neck so often at the back.
Been practiced many times before. That's
Oh.
a great shot and a good get. Another one.
Trying to lift, which is the right thing to do, but he's got to get that ball off Temwa's racket. This is good though, he's back in it. Again,
Great shot.
width not good enough from Temwa. Another lift. So this is a better kind of squash. It's this cat and mouse squash. Each getting into good positions, and putting the ball where it needs to go.
I think it is going to slightly favour Lwamba, how these rallies are starting to go. Just the length of them.
Definitely noticing Louis using more height now in this game. Again, getting the reward on the lob. So it's clearly a tactic going into this third set for him. I think traditionally Louis always kind of liked to play Temwa like very aggressively.
Yeah.
You know, just wanted to pace him off the court, and that is traditionally how Louis likes to play. But again, going back to what I was saying earlier, building all those things into his game now. He's discovering different ways to beat people. Again, width not good enough from Temwa. Be very lucky if he gets a let there.
Not today from, unfortunately.
But Heather not falling for those tricks.
You've got a little match yourself tonight, Jolio.
Yep.
Second semi-final, Elijah Thomas.
Yep,
Tell me about
definitely.
that one.
Nervous, a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
Played him last week at Nationals. Got the W on that one. But again, it's
Another
not
up-and-coming
not
player,
Nationals,
isn't
yeah. Very niggly player, old Elijah. Never gives up. Trains hard, works hard, good trainer. But no, I'm looking forward to that contest later on, especially on this
So am I, actually.
relatively humid day. Should be some long rallies.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
And it's just not following through on that shot, Temwa. Perhaps a sign that he's feeling the pressure, especially
Louis
now
just
at
gets that
8-2.
extra ball back that a lot of the players don't. And
Yeah.
it makes you a bit nervous, makes you feel like you need to do slightly more than usual when you just go slightly lower and then eventually you just clip that tin.
Seeing that again, I know he's slightly fortunate with the quality of Louis' serve, but again, if that ball goes into a tin, that's 9-2. So, but that's noted from Louis. He accepts that Temwa hits these winners, and he just keeps going about his business, which we're seeing in this set. Tight work on that backhand wall.
All four corners of the court being used at the moment.
Great tidy up there from
Great shot.
Lwamba. Counter drop, front left. Possible slip there from Thames. 9-3 now.
The 3-1 call from you was not a bad shout, Joel.
No, these two like the back of my hand. Literally, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And 10-3, 11-3. So Louis closing that one out, bring up 2-1. Stay with us, and we will be back in just a tick for this fourth game.
sing, bro. It was after Palmy, I think.
Alright, ladies and gents, we're back for this, the fourth game now, between the brothers, the Chileshe final.
Of the Aqua Heat Open, was it, Joel?
The Aqua Heat Open, yes. Not looking forward to those push-ups.
I'll be sitting on your shoulders, bro.
I'm rocking a singlet today though, so
There we go,
You
Tims.
are rocking the singlet.
summer is coming.
Surely a 5-setter here, Joel. Surely
I don't know.
a 5-setter.
I don't know.
Temwa's going to have to change a couple of things to get back into the game, but
Yeah,
I would enjoy it. I would enjoy it. Good
Definitely-
match so far. Good match so far.
definitely had a very good amount of momentum in that first set, and then we've just seen Louis kind of dominate these last two sets. So we need the response now from Temwa. We know he's capable, and we want to see it. So that's what you'd be saying if you're in Temwa's corner in that last game?
Oh, yeah.
Kitchen sink? Or,
Exactly.
yeah,
I think he certainly has, although he's a little bit tired, he still has a lot more to give.
yeah, definitely.
And if this set's anything like the last two, I think he'd be slightly disappointed.
And I just feel as though, we know Temwa's level and he's capable, but he's just, like myself, overly hard on himself, and he creates pressure that's not necessarily there. As an objective viewer, you can see that it's there, but what's going on in his mind and what he feels are two different things, as we know.
Double bounce.
But that's what we see between the better players and the great players. Is great players are able to access their level, no matter what the circumstance or scenario.
It's the mental stuff, innit?
Yeah, and these are the unspoken things of squash.
Very love here for Temwa.
3 love or 2 love?
It must be 3 love, Sunshine. Three. I don't miss a thing, John. I do not
Correction,
miss a
3
thing.
love.
Another couple of points here for Temwa, and we could be going to a 5th.
It's an early call.
I don't think.
It's an early call.
No, I know, but 3 love.
When you feel it,
Get
you feel
yourself
it.
out
don't you?
another couple points.
Yeah.
I do think Louis will respond to this pretty soon, though.
Louis
he
is.
won't want to lose a few too many in a row here.
Louis is certainly very good at closing gaps,
Yeah.
especially at late stages of matches. Has a knack for it, for finding a way.
Does love a little
Good talent to
comeback,
have.
doesn't he?
That's very true. And that's down there from Thames. Well called. 1-3. So Louis not panicking. It's definitely, finding style in his I would say old age, but he's not really old, is he? In
How
his
old is he?
in his maturity.
20,
21. Louis.
21.
Temwa not really going through that phase, keeping it simple. Again, that's the difference between these two. Louis with the blonde hair and the earrings and the necklace,
I
and
like it. A little bit of
Temwa a
style,
little bit more traditional. Guess you can be pretty traditional with calves like that, so
That's exactly. You can do what you want with
do
those.
what you want with those bad
You
boys.
can do exactly what you want.
Going to be very disappointing when the viewers see my calves later. But enjoy it while it's
You
there.
Elijah, matching
Oh.
calves is very good to see.
Pretty sure I got the upper hand on him in the calves, surely. Definitely in the
Surely.
quads.
Yeah.
Quads and
You
glutes.
have the quad battle going.
All looking like it's dying off a little bit out there. Softening up, if you will.
It's actually it's a good court for taking the ball in if you get good depth. Probably one of my favourite courts throughout the years.
Definitely something I notice on Henderson courts in particular is the ball seems to soften up
It does.
quite quickly. No idea why,
Great shot. Great width from Thames
but it
there.
does happen. Again, that's that nick I'm talking about at the back of the court. happening a lot more now at the higher levels, just because I think the accuracy level or width of these of the boys getting that much better.
Isn't it? 5-2 here for Tim.
Yeah, good response. It's what we've been wanting to see.
I don't think he would have gone to 5 with Lwamba too much recently, would he, Joel?
Not in competition this year.
Not in competition.
I mean, we all beat each other all the time in training.
Yeah.
In fact, Louis probably the worst in training.
Yeah. But when it counts in it,
But when it counts,
throw some money on it, all of a sudden.
ooh, great shot.
There.
Again, it's that cross-court game paying off for Lwamba. Very many.
Has he played a bit of cross-court game, has he?
Yeah, a lot of cross-court games at Excel.
Actually, I do remember winning a few smoothies
Yeah,
off the kid.
the
Now
old
that
protein shake, innit?
Now that I reminisce.
Ooh,
That'll be interesting. No let.
ouch.
Bit of a tough call there, I would say.
The no let from Heather Finlay.
At that point.
But I think, earlier in that point, we saw Louis go all the way around Temwa to play a shot, and I think Temwa going with a little bit of a... I know they're brothers and all, but he was hugging him just a touch. Arguing it nonetheless. Never going to make a difference, but you got to get it off your chest, don't you? So 4-5 now. He's bridged back to that gap ever so slightly. So do you find when you argue, it helps you, or because I know certain players?
Yeah, at times I have known it to help me now and then, but sometimes I
You are
kind
quite
of
vocal
regret it
on
after.
it,
Yeah, now and then. Probably more vocal in the last couple of years when I'm just trying to have a sneaky rest. I don't think I was chatting as much in the past.
In your playing career, yeah.
Some may say otherwise, but I don't mind a chat now and then. Put it that way.
Speaking of chatty, is Chris Vandersam playing this tournament?
Vandersam.
Because that man is rather chatty.
He does love a good chat.
Yeah. In his prime, in that sense, that's for sure.
Yes, that is true. I think he's down in Whanganui, if you will.
Whanganui, Wanganui. One of the two. Chris, if you're watching, thanks for coming. Hope the helicopters are treating you well. Not a very good day for flying yesterday, but better today. So 7-5 now. He was 5-2 down. 5-2.
5-2. Yep. 5-3.
So now
got a call that he wasn't too
7-5.
happy with, and I think his focus has slowly drifted away. But
Louis just all about business, which is good. Definitely one of his better traits, better attributes. Very able to keep a level head during those crucial times. 6-7 now.
Decent milk there, son. That's how we teach it. Keep on walking backwards.
very crucial rally here for Temwa. 6-7 down. Just hoping for another stroke there, I think.
Yeah, a little bit of a fish, but he played it. Creating that space, nothing wrong with that. Good variation from Louis, and just clipping the top of the tin. So this is go time now. It's 7-all. It's 7:30 local time, so it's heating up. People are packing in.
GMT plus 12. Wellington time zone.
Is that accurate?
It's no idea. Feels right.
We'll go with it.
Lwamba keeping in front here.
See Temwa kind of forcing some short balls in there. Didn't need to play that boast, but he did. I would say that Temwa has a few more tendencies than what Louis does.
He does.
And a let call there. I feel as though there's a path around the back end. Louis just explained that now. What's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I think Temwa potentially looking for the player a little bit at the moment.
So Heather just explaining there that path is round to Louis' left shoulder, closest to the sidewall. Nothing wrong with a let call at this time of game. Oh,
Out. Yeah. I think it just clipped the line there.
fuck.
Just.
Very, very marginal.
Emma Millar, national champion, calling that ball in, but I'm going to say she's not quite on the money there.
50-50 that one.
She is the national champ though, so.
A credible source. 8-all now. Our predictions are on the line.
They are.
8-all.
Temwa will be playing slightly safer at the moment. Potentially once you get in front, then you can go for something, but those boasts are risky.
God.
Not the
Speaking-
best boast from...
Speaking of boasts,
Great shot.
oh, he was there for that one.
Nice and tight though, wasn't it, Joel?
Don't know how he got away with that boast.
Definitely seen better from him.
The old counter boast. We love that one.
Not used too often, funny enough.
No, not
Boast the boast.
not above the service line that one was, but
Mix it up. He's going for it.
again, kind of uncharacteristic from Louis. Definitely becoming a little bit physical now at this point of the match. Again, the width not good enough from Temwa. He's got to get it off Louis' racket.
Nice and tight. Oh, good shot. Temwa showing his athleticism there.
Yeah, this is better from Temwa. He's not forcing it too much. Trying to build his rallies. Still that consistent pressure from Louis.
Oh, yeah, he's clipped the neck.
He's definitely clipped the knuckle out. That spat straight back out off that sidewall joint. 10-8. My prediction's on the line here.
To go to 5,
Come on, Louis.
as
Let's go,
Lance
Tim.
Beddoes called earlier. When you know, you know.
We love a fifth set though.
We do.
As does Louis, might I add.
True.
Oh.
We are going to a 5th. Certainly down. Yeah.
Louis trying to take his chances with that one, but being called down. 2-all, lads and gents, ladies and gents. We'll be back very shortly for the fifth set. And we're back. The fifth set now between the brothers here at the Aqua Heats Henderson Open 2020.
Very good job.
Joined by Lance Beddoes and myself, Joel Arscott. So far, a very close contest between these two. Big momentum shifts. Louis was 2-1 up, convincingly, but Temwa getting that first game very convincingly, and definitely towards the end of the last set, looking pretty sharp. Also with that nick he just hit as well. So anyone's game.
Thames is looking good physically here, actually.
This is true. Doesn't matter when you hit the tin, though, does it?
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
Physical as you like if you crack the tin.
You hit that bottom 19 inches, it's irrelevant. But I don't feel like this is a hugely physical battle at this point.
No.
I feel as though it's much more of a mental game. Obviously, these two very, very fit. But no, I feel it's very much a good squash battle.
It's been a good battle so far, actually. Both
Yeah.
kind of taking their turns to be in control. Start of this set's going to be crucial.
Yeah, I think Louis will be wanting a good start of the set. I know he loves a fast-paced start to a set. And if he doesn't get that, he kind of goes out of sorts. But Tim was much the same, really. He can rattle off 3 or 4 points dangerously quick.
I know that Lwamba will certainly not be wanting to lose this match. He hasn't really. Well, he's probably only lost to Evan in New Zealand all year in terms of tournaments.
I think he had a 100% win rate on ice squash for a long period of time.
Yeah, it would have been.
A no let there though from Heather, our central referee. Tough call.
Potentially. I mean, there was definitely space to hit it, but I think early on the match she was giving at least lets for that. So.
Yeah, I think his racket just slightly being caught behind. But it's good. She's trying to send a message.
Yeah, I think you're smarter at this point just to play the ball.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't really want to be letting it go down to the ref there.
Yeah, not at these crucial times.
Certainly in PSA, they're encouraging more and more people to play the ball rather than.
Yeah, better for the sport as well, for the fans, isn't it? Yeah.
I think you picked that one up.
Yeah, definitely very clean pick up. So they've both changed shirts for this fifth,
Temwa with his cover staff recruitment.
as opposed
Shirt
to
matching the tin.
all white just before. So Lwamba changing to the all black looks very good in the black kit, I might add.
You like that?
I like that black kit, yeah.
What are you going for today? You like the red top, don't you?
I've got
You do
about
like a red
18
top.
red shirts in my
Have you?
bag, so don't know how, but I do. So I'll be changing
I
just
noticed
about
I was
every game.
missing a red shirt actually.
Sponsored by Unsquashable now, eh?
Not quite.
I thought that one clipped the tin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was down as well. So here's this good start, 5-2. Just a couple errors creeping in from the Thames or the Panda. So a stroke that time.
Let's go, James.
Just keeping close on the scoreboard. It's not letting him get away too far.
No. Definitely feeling the intensity lifting ever so slightly, or the tension. More of the tension.
Potentially slightly messier the last few rallies
Yep.
in comparison to the rest of the match.
It's funny how that
nice and
that
tight.
kind of that hunger takes over at some
It does.
points in squash court. I think I've definitely been guilty of that one.
Such a mental game, isn't it?
Yeah, trying to keep
Start thinking about the win more than kind of how you're going to get there.
Yep. Well said.
Appreciate
Well
that.
said. Very inspiring words from
I was practicing my quotes just before I came, actually.
the former Commonwealth Games representative, eh? coming out of you.
Two-time, but I
Two-time.
don't know. Who's counting? Who's
Two-time.
counting?
Former top 100 player. All those good things. Surprised you're not playing this one, Lance.
Oh, well, I would have loved to actually. I've got a wedding. I don't want to say a wedding, unfortunately. I've got a wedding tomorrow.
Not yours.
Not mine.
Not
Not
yours.
mine. Yours. No, not yours.
Not yet.
Another year or so.
Another couple.
Nice. But no, it's nice to live pretty close and come down and see how the boys are going.
Especially with
And the girls.
I think that's the joy of these satellites at the moment, isn't it? You can kind of get PSA level squash and just about any kind of local open, which New Zealand's taken full advantage of, or the local clubs in New Zealand, should I say.
Definitely. I'm sure the rest of the PSA players around the world will be slightly jealous of all of the PSA events we've been having recently.
Been a huge push from local promoters. And the man, the myth, the legend, John Duggan, if you don't know him, is the one doing the live stream this weekend. But the man put on 13 satellites last year, which is a little bit absurd. But both of these boys on court and myself reaping the rewards of that.
You must have won a few of those, Joel.
A few.
Who's counting?
No,
Who's
again,
counting?
who's counting?
Who's
you know?
counting?
This is a huge rally, though. Huge
What's the
rally from
score
these
here,
two.
Joel?
It is 6-4 currently in favour of Lwamba, and I just feel as though whoever wins this point is gonna.
Certainly hurting.
He's the back's starting to cave a little bit on those lunges, isn't it? The hip flexors.
Not quite going to get a let there.
Grab mine. Grab mine. If that was a let,
Yeah. That's a let. Anything's a let.
yeah. I mean, in soccer terms or football terms, that was a flop, if you will.
Flop.
Desperation from the panda there, and a much.
I think he
Much
knows
needed
well,
rest.
A couple of cheeky
Oh, he
styles
knows,
together.
yeah, he knows.
You did. When you know, you know.
So a 7-4 lead that rally bringing up for Louis.
And a lot
Sip.
of work done for Temwa.
Big difference between 5-6 and 7-4.
There is.
Huge difference.
Squire up, come on.
Just here, John Aldinho getting behind the panda. And what life is left in the tank, we will see now.
I think a little break probably did him good there.
Yeah, he's going to go for it now. A let there. Bit of a milk, I feel.
Here's,
Oh, great shot. It's the width there from Louis, and he knows it, pointing back at that corner. 5-7 now.
Potentially lost a little bit of his height at the moment, but that happens as you get further on into the match.
You find different players show fatigue in different ways. Definitely Louis, you can never really tell he's fatigued because he doesn't sweat at
He's
all.
never fatigued.
And that's a good point. He's fit as a fiddle, but he often his targets loosen up, whereas other players tend to just make errors. Very good trait to have again. So doesn't want to let Temwa get too far back into this, so he's looking like he's trying to up the pace a little bit, which is a smart move. But he's got to keep that ball off the racket, otherwise the panda will be putting it
Good squash.
straight into the front.
Very good squash here from Temwa.
He's doing well to hold
He's
on
looking
here.
tired, but he's hanging in there. Great shot. Great shot again.
Yeah, great work.
Way to go!
It's good squash.
Two great finishes there from Temwa. Louis picked one of them up.
Under serious pressure there, just managing to hold his composure and put that ball where it needs to go. Still a 1 point cushion though for the Bemba Warrior. Definitely feeling as though this is more of a test for Temwa now because he's right in it.
He is.
we can all see it. Just has to hold his level.
Have that belief,
Yeah.
which is it's not the easiest thing to say when you kind of train with someone so much and you play them so much and you know how well they're doing at the moment. To actually finish it off and get the win. Boy.
There's an argument here, but I don't know the call.
Didn't see it fully clearly there, but potentially the ref thinking that he's moving towards the player again rather than trying to play the ball.
So a no let given. I think that's a let personally, but she's rewarded a no let there for Louis.
Go Thames, come on.
So Tim's going to be feeling it now. He's feeling like he's playing two people out there now. A tough call.
It was a close one. Like I said, I feel like the reason a no let was given because she feels that Tim was going into the player a little bit much at the moment.
I mean,
that was a very close call though, right near the front of. I think potentially 3 different refs could give 3 different calls on that.
I mean, yes, there was contact, but the line was through him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
He's going to have to work hard again to.
Oh, he's got the reward. He's got the reward. Bit of justice there for the Thames. He knows it too. Look at him. Go on, son.
5-setter just as one of us called, Joel. Just as one of us called.
Yeah, I've got to take the L on that one. But hopefully Louis can pull through for my prediction.
It's a great match from Temwa so far. Probably the best match I've seen him play in a little while. He's really
he's
really
hungry.
hanging
He's
in
hungry.
there.
I would say there's a cushion for Louis, but it's not much of a cushion now.
Not much.
Especially with that dangerous forehand from the Thames. He's a confidence player, our Thames. And a squeeze, though. A squeeze.
Very, very
There
tough
we
shot
go.
from Louis there.
9-7 and 8 all. Oof, that would have been
dead even.
dead
For
even.
real, Joel.
So it's heating up, as I said earlier.
He's not afraid.
Oh,
He's not afraid to attack at the moment. Again, he wanted that
89.
stroke there, didn't he?
he was
wanted
he was
that stroke.
definitely fishing, for lack of better terms. The fishing reel out.
He's
But
got
Heather
that
Finlay took the bait, and it is now 8-9. Again, still
huge rally.
that slight
Absolute
cushion.
Massive rally here, Joel. Just like that.
Oh, it's
Very
tight.
stuff.
Oh, he thought about it. Oh, good lift. Unreal squash right now. Don't know why he's playing that. He needs to focus on his squash here. Massive rally.
As we mentioned, definitely the closest match these two would have had in a tournament
Very
in a
long
while,
time, yeah.
In a while.
Just feel as though Louis is a little bit passive at the moment.
Slightly, I guess a couple of always going to be...
Just that first step off the tee
stop with that.
for Louis seems a little bit lackluster.
Yeah.
You know,
I
he's
know what you mean.
usually when he's hunting that volley, as we saw in the second and third set, he's just so hard to beat. But maybe feeling that bit of
I don't
fatigue.
think he'd be wanting to... I don't think he would have wanted to go to 5 here. And as I mentioned, they haven't gone to 5 in a while, so potentially a bit of nerves creeping in here.
Yep.
It's been a tough match.
A little bit of uncharted territory now. Yeah, it's definitely very physical now. Especially for the Panda. He's been on the rear end of a few of those tough rallies.
8-9.
Oh.
That has to be a stroke.
Oh! That is another tough call there for the Panda.
Probably the toughest call he's had so far.
I don't even think he milked that one, to be fair.
Very loose from Louis.
The fishing rod was tucked away on that one, I feel.
Very loose.
But a let nonetheless.
He needs to
Oh.
keep his focus.
Oh, and he's tinned it.
I think he's
Merry
called that one,
Christmas.
actually.
Merry Christmas, Lwamba. from your brother Temwa.
And that's probably the only gift you'll be getting.
So he's got 2 possible tickets to the final here. Will he take it first time? Also, my prediction is looking increasingly likely
of 3-1 to Lwamba.
of the Lwamba victory.
Oh, he's played it. Very nice. Very nice.
Would like to see a bit more action from the crowd. Not very vocal.
The crowd excited, but slightly quiet.
9-10, will he go for the nick? Take his chances?
I don't think he's going for it. No, he's pointing to it, but he's not going to do it.
I did not encourage him to hit that shot.
Today, though, so who knows?
If he tins it,
do absolutely anything.
Yeah.
He's not going for the nick here.
Oh,
He's done it. Mind, you can't really say that was going for the nick, was it? It was,
went for the short cross court maybe. Oh, here we go. Oh,
that.
he's played it.
Played it.
Oh.
Right there. This is the best match I've seen all day, easily.
10-all, tie break. 2 brothers.
To come
1
back from
finalist.
10-8 here. 2 great winners to win the last 2 rallies. Should we look at the crowd? He's gone again.
Oh. Louis really feeling it in this match, hasn't he? He's loosened up his arm a lot.
Yes.
Oh, great counter. That's a class counter, but again, it's a terrible
Temwa going
Terrible
for
feed from
going
Temwa,
for
wasn't
a
it?
bit too much there, wasn't he?
Now, will he convert second time or fourth time, whatever it is? And you're joking me. So if you feel bad about yourself, do not.
Just goes to show everyone can do it. Most
Yep.
pros don't do it at 11-10 in the fifth, but it
Most
is
people.
possible.
Most people.
Most people. No one does it. 11-all.
This is as close as it gets. I think Louis is definitely feeling it physically. He's managing to keep himself upright,
And
but
mentally.
you can just see it's.
He's gone for a few nicks.
I think
at
he's just
big
a little
times.
little bit squashed out after last weekend, but he's keeping himself in it. He's lucky he got that ball through to the back relatively quickly, because that could have been a very sticky situation there for the
I think
teams.
Louis may have got just a cheeky knee in the side of the leg there. Just
Well-
shaking it out, but he'll be right.
They're not small knees,
No.
and that is not a big leg, so that will hurt. Big serve here.
Oh, he's got it in.
Oh, great shot.
Finish.
Wow.
Great finish there.
That is a ballsy move.
If he finishes this off, Joel, you know what that means, right?
How many more
Absolutely
push-ups do I have to
called
do
it
now?
From the beginning, 3-2 Temwa. Who would have thought it? What would that be paying?
I'm-
365.
I'm
That'd be paying
I'm
good
not
money,
I'm not a
wouldn't
betting man, but I am very
That would be
impressed by your
paying
prediction.
it? Good money.
I think about the stakes would have been very interesting on this one, especially in favour of the teams. It's good though. It's what we want to see.
It is.
It's what we want to see.
Either way, I don't think this is going to be bad for Lwamba.
No,
As much as he wants
definitely.
to win, it's going to keep him hungry.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
guess it's maybe a little rest after this event, and then once he's back into the training, he'll be hungrier than ever.
Just
Great.
see that ball really dying off too. Oh!
Just going for a little bit too much there. A straight drop probably would have taken him to the final.
So crucial errors from both the lads. Crucial errors.
How long has this match been going for? Hour?
Too long. I'm meant to be on in 15 minutes,
Oh, well.
so it's going to be a short warm-up. But it's worth it for squash like this.
It is. You wouldn't want to be
Good
missing
trickle.
this one. Oh, he's played it. That can't be a let. Oh!
like the lead if you're lucky.
I think, yeah, no lead.
I actually,
I'm very surprised he got a let there.
I-
I thought he played the ball and then asked for the let after he had hit the tin without hitting Temwa with the racket. But I don't know, what's your take there?
I actually do think it was a let. I
I thought it
know.
was a let.
I thought he stepped into his line ever so slightly.
Oh, he's taken it
Well,
whilst
it was obviously not a let.
little bit. There's a little bit of contact there.
13-12 now.
It's going through to play the ball anyway.
Yeah.
So another opportunity here for the Panda. Can he convert this?
Can he convert, Joel?
Here we go. Oh! An interesting finish. But what a great match from these two. Great sportsmanship, these two.
3-2 Temwa.
Thanks for coming.
Great prediction there.
We'll be back very soon.
Stay safe. Stay home.
Thanks for watching. For the next match, Lash versus Emma Millar. See you shortly.
Choke match two. Good match. Yeah, good fun. Real treat for the fans as well. Yeah. That's good fun.
Hi everyone, welcome to the second women's semi-final at the Aqua Heat Henderson Open between Emma Millar, New Zealand national champion, and Ella Lash, one of our junior top juniors from Auckland. I've just seen a pretty exciting match in the men's semi-finals between Lwamba and Temwa Chileshe. Went all the way to 5. These girls have been waiting quite a long time to get on court tonight. Not sure if they have played before, but pretty similar to the other match, women's semi-final. Emma's got a lot of experience. Ella's one of our juniors, definitely coming through the ranks. She unfortunately missed the New Zealand Junior Nationals this year due to injury. But played the New Zealand Senior Nationals last week and did really well. But Emma's travelled up from Hamilton tonight to play in this event in Henderson, so we're really happy to have her here this weekend. Oh, Ella's got an early lead in the first game. Unforced error there from her. Emma just waiting for the score, got a lead there, 5-4. Oops. Last weekend at the Nationals, we played on the players played on the low tin, whereas here's the tin's a little bit higher, so Emma's probably used to the low tin. It's sort of a few unforced errors in this match so far from Emma. Yeah, Ella's doing really well. She's playing some nice rallies here. Oh, it's a great shot from Ella. Emma won the Nationals, like I said, last week. I think she went through without dropping a game. But yeah, this is a good experience for Ella. She's sort of played in a lot of our PSA satellites this year in Auckland. Yeah, she enjoys her squash. She's based out of the Belmont Squash Club and coached by Manu Yam, which is also one of our world junior girls coach. I think the score is 8-7. Ella's just got a lead in this game. Especially with Emma's experience, she sort of doesn't. I don't know what's happened there. Maybe something has dropped off the court. Oh, some money. Yeah, no. It's just Emma's experience coming through. She just comes out with these great shots, great winners anywhere from the court, just like there. So one game to Emma, 10-8, 11-8. Have you had Emma got the first game 11-8. Ella played some really nice points. She retrieved really well. She got some good length. Emma was too good really just towards the end of the game around the middle of the court. I've watched Emma a little bit in the past few months, and I'm always admiring her lob serve. It's quite hard to return. A lot of the girls actually struggle to get a good returner serve, and then she's always there ready to put that next ball away. There's been some great boasts. I've noticed with the girls in the first semi and also this semi. The ball's, even though it is quite warm outside, the ball is quite dying into the front of the court. It's a great returner serve there from Emma. Oh, nice shot. Oh, great shot. Nice shot. Ella's not really doing anything wrong in this game. It's sort of Emma's playing that trademark lob serve, and then unforced error there by Emma. It's a good rally. Ella's doing well to retrieve the ball. Oh, it's a great shot. It's a really good point played by Ella. Had Emma stuck in the back corners. Should give her some encouragement in this game. Great finishing shot from Emma there. Oh, nice shot. Oh, good shot. Emma's got game ball here in the second game. Oh, nice shot. Yeah. Oh. I was going to say something, but then Ella stopped. But there's that lob serve again from Emma. I think it's quite good just for Ella to try and get it back in play and probably hit it straight. Emma's sort of been moving up the court looking for the cross court in that second game. This is a good rally from the girls. Oh. Emma's out to a pretty good lead here in the third game. She does really well guessing that shot. She reads her opponent really well. Ella's playing really good. She's playing some good rallies. Just Emma's a little bit more experienced. She's running down, as many balls as she can, which is great. That's a great shot from Emma. It's a nice shot. Ella nearly had that one, maybe just a little bit going forward a little bit more. Oh, great shot. Oh, great boast from Ella. Oh, another great boast from Ella. She's getting into the rallies a little bit more towards the end of the third game. Maybe she's settled in a little bit. Great shot from Emma. We know Ella's going to keep running and keep chasing those balls. She's just not going to give it to Emma in this match. Oh. Good game by the girls. And tomorrow's final is going to be Emma Millar against Abbie Palmer.
fell for that one. No, I thought it was pretty tiring match. I mean, there weren't lots of decisions, but it's pretty intense. That was such a watch. I thought he was going to get there. And I thought his line was okay. There was a decent amount of interference in the way. The thing is, once you start getting any kind of body check, it really affects the swing. If it's just a little tap of racket or something, I like it, you know? Yeah, I mean, he's still not right in his movement, I'll agree with that. You actually quite lucky to that. Because like your movement, you're starting at the hard thing. Yeah. And then you kind of start doing it. Yeah. Lucky as your brother and not George Carlin. Yeah.
Welcome to the Aquaheat Henderson PSA Squash Satellite. Here we have two fiery lads in the second semi-final of this tournament. We've got Joel Arscott, aka the Rocket Man. PSA ranking of, what was that, Louis?
237.
Pretty close.
237.
Something
If
like
you can correct us, we'd love to hear it. Playing Elijah Thomas of the Eden Epsom Squash Club with a world rank of 240 something.
Is he that? I'm not sure if he's that high.
Is he not
I'm
that high?
Sure, he might be.
Yeah, I know he's in the 200s. So your commentators today are the brothers, Lwamba, Chileshe, and myself, Temwa, Chileshe.
What is your prediction going into this match, Tebs?
Oh, there's the question. There it is. You popped it.
No bias, please. No bias towards Joel.
I'm going to say Joel in 4 is my prediction. I think Joel's been playing quite well these last couple of weeks. I think if he can perform to his best today, then I think he will be too strong. But God, Elijah had a good start in this first game, isn't he?
I'm gonna make it juicy. I'm gonna say Elijah in 5.
I like it. I like it. Elijah does look fired up though, I'm not gonna lie. He's really hunting, isn't he?
Bit of a cheap error there from Joel. Just not quite following through the ball enough on that boast. How do you think the conditions are playing today, Temwa? Who do you think the conditions will suit Joel or Elijah today?
I actually think they've got quite similar games. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be 50-50. I think the conditions are quite true. You know, it's not too bouncy, no wet walls. It's not dead. I feel like it's just really quite true. And I know Joel likes I'd say Joel likes quite a dead ball when he can really get his length going. And I think Elijah, I'd say Elijah would probably do better in these conditions, if I'm honest. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, It's not too hot today. I definitely think yesterday was a little bit hotter.
Yeah, I agree.
Feels like the ball's a bit more dead today. I think it's going to suit Joel a bit more purely based on the fact that he likes to play quite a quick kill, especially around the middle of the court. But also, as you said, if he can get his length going, if he can play if he can play that second bounce length and hit his targets, then he's quite deadly. While Elijah likes to volley a bit more, which it also can suit Elijah in the sense that if he's playing those short early balls, it could be a little bit harder for Joel to get to.
Here's a good testing rally here. It's a good rally there from Joe, I think. Didn't have the best start, but I think he's kind of gone into the game here now, hasn't he, with 4-5?
Yeah, it looked like they were both exchanging tee positions, both dominating at different parts of the rally, but Joel just managing to sneak an error out of Elijah. I think it was just tried a bit too hard to strain that up. Maybe he should have played a lob instead of a straight drive. But it was a good intent. Didn't look like Joel was going to be onto it early. He was hunting the cross court, so it was the right idea. And there's that good length. Just getting the ball to the back, I found in our match, was quite crucial.
Yeah.
You really have to take the ball before the back wall because it doesn't come back that often. Like that.
So I feel like it's bouncy, but sometimes I think it's dead.
It just doesn't come back.
Yeah, it
if
just
you can
doesn't come back, does
measure
it?
that length well, you have to take it before the back wall. Because it doesn't, even if it does come back, it doesn't bounce very high.
No, you really have to scoop it up, don't you? Yeah. I think Joel's got to just try and get into the game, really, not force it like that. I think Elijah's going to give him quite a lot, and I think he's just got to be quite positive and just try and stay in the rallies a bit longer than he normally would before he can really break him down. I think Elijah's quite good at scrambling. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, getting balls back. So if Joel keeps making those unforced errors, I think he's going to have a tough night out there. But if he keeps doing that, he's going to have a great night. Okay, Louis, what's your favourite coloured unsquashable shirt?
I'm going to go with black.
Black.
Yeah.
All black, everything.
All black.
I like it.
Black on black. Yeah. What about you?
I actually think my favourite is also black.
Black as well?
Yeah.
Okay,
Black followed by a very close red.
red, okay.
Followed closely by red. Yeah, I love
I
red
must
as
say
well.
dark green is my second,
Okay.
with the white shorts.
Yeah.
With the white unsquashable logo. Looks quite good. Elijah seems to be bringing out the all-white kit quite a lot.
Yeah, he does.
The
doesn't he?
all-white Technofiber kit.
I quite like that one though. I think it looks quite good. Even the headband.
White headband as well. Yeah, quite old school. You know, back in the day when they used to have all-white.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
the
it was
stud
more in
shorts.
tennis, so it might have been squash as well.
No, squash as well.
Squash as well, yeah. Just bring it back the 1950s trend.
Yeah. And a close encounter at the end of this game. Score is 8-all. I think we're in for a treat this match. Great length there. It's good width. Squeeze.
It seems like Joel can hear you, Temwa. He has really stepped up his game
Yeah.
ever since he said he needs to get into the match and just start trying to push one or two back more.
Yeah, I think he's done that well, hasn't he?
Instead of trying to force it. Definitely seems like his focus has gone up. Court conditions are very different, especially since it's summer compared to last weekend. It's a lot more dead. So it seems like he has adjusted quite well. Elijah kind of just playing consistent throughout the whole match. Hasn't really changed too much throughout the match.
I think Elijah's had a few unforced errors. I think if he cuts those out, he would have been up in this game. But then again, they could have been forced, actually, now that I think of it. It's a great rally here. This is good squash.
Some very nice rallies from both players. They've had a few long ones, but some pretty solid squash, pretty consistent. A lot of tightness.
Shot.
And those straight shots for both of them. Very nice
that's
place.
a great shot there.
Very nice place.
Testing rally.
Very hard to separate the two at the moment.
Right now. Can Joel take the second game ball? Great lob there. Joel putting his hand up for the movement there, I think. I think Joel a bit frustrated with... What do you think about that movement there, Louis?
Yeah, I wasn't really watching too closely.
It's a tough one because...
It's hard to tell whether he was moving off the ball after he'd hit the ball.
Yeah.
I think at this level, you do want to be looking to play most of the shots, unless it's excessive blocking. But at the same time, when you're on court, you can definitely feel it a lot more than you can see it.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to tell whether it was a bad movement or not.
That one's just clipping out there. I think it's hard because when you hit a loose shot, you need to expect that contact, don't you? Because someone's always going to try to take their space.
Yeah.
But it's just whether they move off the ball after they hit it.
Yeah. It can get quite hard to see. With squash being such a fast-paced game,
shot.
that's why it's been good at the top level having those video reviews, having the video referees. I think it's made quite a big difference in terms of consistency as well of the refs. Sometimes you need to replay the point a few times to really see what's actually going on.
That's better from Joel there. Just forcing it there. Elijah managing to squeeze that game 12-10 after coming back from 2 game balls down. I think that's just credit to his willpower in that. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Elijah leads 1 game to love.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
And we're back in the second game here. Elijah versus Joel. Here at the Aqua Heat Henderson Open. See what Joel's going to do to try and get back in this match. Now that is a very rare occasion where Joel will call his double bounces, but he's called it. Very good sportsmanship from him there.
It's great sportsmanship from the other unsquashable lad. I do see a change in Joel's intensity and movement in this game. It's quite hard to see that tin, isn't it, actually?
Yeah, sometimes there was a few in our match,
Yeah.
from both players. I went for that cross-court nick and it looked like it was up, and then
I had that drop,
you
but
win
I
that
didn't
drop,
realise that
and
was
yeah,
down.
it's quite hard to tell sometimes.
Especially when the opponent's body's in the way.
Yeah.
You can tell if you're like right there hitting it, but it's a good call there.
Was it left?
Should have. That's correct, right? What was it? I thought he was there to play that one.
Yeah, he was definitely reaching, but
Oh, it's a great shot.
it's hard to tell.
It's a great shot from Elijah there. Really developed that backhand front court, hasn't he? Both the middle and front area, I think. Zane's played that really nicely. I think Joel's going to try and keep it out of the area, seeing as that's his weapon at the moment.
Bit of a lucky shot there from Joel coming off the frame.
Elijah having a wee laugh at that one. It's good to see him finding it quite funny. It's good quality squash though, isn't it?
Yeah, both players playing fairly consistently in the first game. Joel had a slow start, but
Yeah.
once he brought it back, there was some decent rallies in there.
I think Elijah's kind of cut out his arrows, hasn't he? Starting to play a bit more
So far, yeah.
freely.
Nice. Yeah, I think Elijah's making the most of the conditions.
Yeah.
He's really putting in those short volley drops when he has a chance, and then also playing it nice and hard and low when he's at the front. Elijah just creeping away with the game here.
Yeah, I think he's done quite well here to keep that pressure up, hasn't he?
Definitely seems like he's kept his intensity.
Yeah,
And he's just putting the ball in the right areas.
at the right time, not
At the
forcing
right
anything.
time.
Still being quite hungry and quite aggressive.
His defence is working really well as well. First unforced error in the first game here. Can Joel capitalise and bring it back? That is the question. Very nice shot there from Joel.
Maybe should have punched that one long, Elijah there, eh? Really had Joel under pressure there, but maybe just going to the front when he should have punched that one long. But other than that, it's a very solid game, isn't it? From the Technifiber sponsored athlete.
Yeah, Elijah just needs to be a bit careful here. Obviously, Joel being a bit older, a little bit more experienced. But that is some good squash. He needs to make sure that he's just keeping his intent, not trying to force it, but making it hard for Joel to come back as well.
Good change of angle there, but great pickup. Oh, great lob. Oh, it's a good rally. Other than that,
He's got a
Absolutely.
good wee smile there from Elijah again.
fair call. You could argue that Elijah could have just hit it cross court and won the point, but
Yeah. I think he should have just played it really, but you never know. It was. Would you say he hit the whole front wall there? Lwamba?
yeah, I'd say Joel made a decent effort to get out of the way. Could be wrong,
Yeah.
but Elijah takes that game out. It's going to be interesting
Anyways.
to see what Joel does to try and get back into this match.
Yes, there we have it. Elijah leads 2 games to love.
Very dangerous. Don't get your cough in that shirt, brother.
And we are back again, the third set of this very, very juicy game.
Lucky start.
So Temwa, putting you in this scenario, you're 2 love down,
Yep.
week after Nationals. You
Yep.
know Nationals being an event that you peak for,
Yep.
an event that you essentially train for the whole year.
Yep.
Oh, another fluke. Fluke from both players there. So, how do you think mentally? What do you think Joel needs to do to come back from this? Because it seems like Elijah's really out there to get him and has a lot of intent in his shots and in his game, Joel just seeming like he's a little bit off.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting question, Louis, because they played first round, obviously, last week at the Nationals, and Joel getting that one quite comfortably in 3. And I think Joel finishing 6th compared to Elijah's 11th. I think Elijah's really out to prove something, because I definitely think he's better than his finish at the Nationals. So I think he's kind of using that poor finish to really fire him up here at this amazing Aqua Heat Henderson PSA satellite. I think Joel has to really push to find something. I think it's a good flick there. I think mentally it's really tough when you peak for a tournament and you have to back it up the next week later. Joel has some huge matches. Got through Zach Millar of Hamilton in 5 sets. Then had to back it up against Wills Donnelly the next day, losing in a tight 4. I think mentally that took a lot out of him. So he's going to really have to dig deep to try and find something in this match.
Absolutely juicy rally going on right now.
Yeah,
both players being in the deep end at one stage of this game, but especially Joel, he's picked up a few nice shots. Now he seems to be in front. This is like something you see on the World Tour.
On the World Tour.
Those top events.
There's a toppy. He's going to get there. He's going to lift it. Oh. That was amazing!
Almost getting there on the dive. Looks like a towel is needed.
Yeah.
I think that's quite a...
It's a huge rally though.
I think that's tactical from Joel. Putting in the dive just to get the towel out so he can have a bit of a rest.
Yeah. That's where the smart starts coming from the older player
the
there.
Old dog.
I just doing well to hang in there though. It was a testing rally for him. Both players actually.
Yeah, I think they both did reasonably good amount of work in that rally. Joel probably a little bit more, but this is very crucial for Joel to keep his head in this one. If Elijah gets a bit of a lead, it's going to be tough for him to come back, being 2-love down.
I think Elijah's quite good at holding his level once he's winning. I've seen him win a few quick 3-setters actually. So this will be interesting. I think Joel's going to have to really push to find something here.
Bit of a shot there, down the inside of the
shot,
Joel.
yeah.
Got him back in front.
Maybe Elijah just forcing that one, so that's a good wee mental indicator for Joel. He needs to use that. Effectively force that one there. It's good awareness there. It's a clever shot from Elijah, but Joel picking that one off. Some great rallies at the start of this third game. Joel's looking really well out that front left, isn't he? I think that's something he's really been working on. It's a good hold there. It's a good lift though. It's a great rally.
Kind of seems like Elijah's just having a shot where he's allowing Joel to just get it back, but he's just making him do work, isn't he?
Yeah, I think Joel's going to really knack it up this one. And that's a great rally from Elijah there. Joel having to do a lot of work there. It's going to be hard to back that one up.
Very high quality squash though. squeeze there.
It's a good shot there from Joel.
Nice kill there from Elijah, the cross court from the front. Haven't seen that too much from him in the past,
Yeah.
but he's won a few points off it in this match.
Interesting call there. What do you think about that one, Louis?
Yeah, Elijah went the wrong way and then
Yeah.
I feel like he created his own interference.
I think it was tough though. I think the ball did pop out, didn't it? So it was
Yeah, but
tough no that, I think.
definitely a tough one there. I
But
think
yeah, I think the
he
creation
could
of
have
his
come
own
back
interference.
and played the ball or called it coming back because
Yeah.
the ball was behind him. I guess his racket did get stuck, but I feel he created his own interference by going the wrong way
Yeah.
initially.
I don't think Elijah has actually ever beaten Joel, so this will be a good win if he can squeeze this one out.
And he'll have to back it up tomorrow in the final against the big Thames.
Well said, well said.
Who would you rather play in the final tomorrow?
Ooh,
Had a few tough matches against Elijah the last couple of weeks.
Joel as well. We can say,
Joel as well. Yep.
you know, this is a toughie. I don't know who I'd rather play. Can't answer that question actually. But looking at it, looks like I'm gonna play. Ooh, that's a good flip. Looks like I'm gonna play Elijah. What was the score there? 9-4. Yeah. One of our friends, Francis, just passing Joel a panini, is that?
Louis.
Passing Louis a panini, sorry. Wrong person. Looks delicious.
Smells delicious.
Wouldn't mind a panini.
If anyone wants some baking, I'm now a baker. If you want a carrot cake, I can bake you a decent carrot cake. Yeah, it'll come at a cost. Haven't really worked out the cost. I'll say $10 a cake.
$10 a cake.
$10 a cake.
It's very cheap.
You will get the full package: cream cheese icing, some walnuts on the top.
You know
and
you'd lose money off $10 a cake.
some
eh?
dried apricots. You know, money's not really my goal here. It's more for the community.
You're just a community man, are you?
Yeah, just doing a bit of
Doing
work
bits
for the
community.
community. You know, I just want to give back to the
I like
people.
that.
So, yeah, if anyone wants a nice, delicious carrot cake made by none other than myself, $10 a cake. Flick me a message. Few unforced errors here from Elijah.
We've seen this before,
7-10
Joel's little
match
comeback.
ball.
This is niggly. No one likes a 7-10. I think 8-10's worse than 7-10 though. I like 6-10. Because you can really,
7-10 is the worst in my opinion because
you don't know whether to go for it or not. You know?
it's one of those ones where you can just go for the winner, but then you
6-10 you can just do anything you want. 7-10 it's niggly. 8-10 you just got to be patient. Go back to leap hitting, line hitting. I know all too well about the 7-10. Joel at 10-7 match ball a couple of weeks ago in the fourth. Ended up losing that one in 5, so he's obviously very good at coming back. He's quite a professional player, so he never really gives you much.
Very juicy rally. Very crucial.
Oh, did he get that back? Oh, that rally.
Great match. Elijah taking that out in 3. Some very nice rallies in there. Both players looking a little tired. Some long rallies. One where both players were under pressure, but that was a very nice match to watch. Congratulations to Elijah Thomas.
Taking that game 11-8, 11-7, sorry. So you have it, folks.
What a match. We will see you tomorrow.
Tune in tomorrow for the semis and finals.
Semis.
For the finals and third and fourth, sorry.